That's the biggest thing about being customer support is if you have a question or a concern about your auto transport, we have someone there to help you. Right now, the middle of the summer, our most popular shipping routes, anything from east to west or west to east, basically going cross country is in high demand right now. A lot of different routes depend on your time of the season. Again, going back to your college students, we have another season that most people don't quite understand, and it's our snowbird season. Basically, the retired people that live in the north in the summer and then live in the south in the winter. And that definitely affects your pricing as well.
Moving from pricing to the actual process and time of the process, how long does it take, since you said coast to coast across the country, how long does a normal car shipment take from coast to coast?
So coast to coast, if you're going from Florida, say Miami, Florida, all the way to Seattle, Washington, you're looking at an average of 7 to 9 days.
What do you think separates okay customer service with your guys' level of customer service that you're trying to provide?
The main thing with customer service, number one, is we're available from 5 a.m. until 10 p.m. Central Time for any customer support needs. We always have an agent available to talk to you during those time frames. That's the biggest thing about being customer support is if you have a question or concern about your auto transport, we have someone there to help you.
What does that support process look like? Can you walk me through that?
Yeah, it's a simple number. Our customer support number is 224-955-1155. You can give our support team a call anytime. Even if you have questions about the transport system as a whole, we have a support team there to answer those questions.
What tips do you have for customers who ship their cars through Nexus? Let's first think about truckers. How can they make it easier on the trucker?
For the simple fact, if you're shipping your vehicle with Nexus, one of the biggest things that we always ask is if you're shipping any personal items with your vehicle. Truck drivers always need to know up front if you have extra items in your vehicle. All truckers are bound by DOT weight limit laws. They schedule their loads according to weight limits, whether, again, it be that little Mini Cooper, R-Bath, or whether it be that dually. They're only allowed to go to a certain weight limit on their truck, so they're going to schedule that accordingly. Now, if you're loading your vehicle full of items, that means they might not be able to pick up another vehicle. Definitely number one thing is let us know up front if you're planning to ship any personal items in that vehicle. Secondly, to prepare for the truck driver, just be available by phone. Our truck drivers are on the road, they drive constantly. And so normally they're going to call you about an hour before they pick up.
How can a customer make the shipping process easier on themselves?
So number one is have the vehicle prepared for transport when the driver shows up. All the trucker's really going to need from the customer is the keys. There are tips on our website, nexusautotransport.com. Also, our terms and conditions with shipping the vehicle is there as well. They can feel free to go to that website anytime.
A lot of things that I've heard about Nexus Auto Transport is how easy you guys make the quote process. So what is the quote process and what sets you guys apart? Why is a quote process so easy with Nexus Auto Transport?
So the quote process with Nexus Auto Transport is we have an automatic transport calculator on our website, nexusautotransport.com. Simply go to that website, enter your information in on that website, the year, make, model of the vehicle, your pickup zip code where you want the vehicle picked up from, your delivery zip code where the vehicle is being delivered. That transport calculator automatically enters the city and state in there for you, and then you pick your time frame of when you want that vehicle to be picked up. Whether, say, you want to have that vehicle picked up tomorrow, you put that date in there and it automatically shoots you an estimate right there on the system with 3 different options. First option being your standard option, which is generally pick up time frame of 1 to 7 days. Then you'll have your expedited option, which is pick up within 1 to 3 days. And then you have your premium enclosed service, which we talked about having that that protection against all elements and going enclosed.
I feel like you guys are trying to teach customers a little bit about why the lowest rate isn't necessarily the best rate. And my question to you is, why is that? Like, why is the lowest rate so perilous for customers?
So the lowest rate isn't always your best rate to begin with, because with Nexus, our drivers go through that full background check. We make sure they're licensed, bonded, insured. We have a record of what they've worked with us in the past. So we're making sure that we're hiring a qualified driver to transport your vehicle safely. Now, with that lowest rate possible, you never know what you're going to get, whether that driver's licensed, insured, bonded. So if anything were to happen to that vehicle during transport, Nexus has got your back because we've already done that background check for you.